Good morning, and how are you guys doing? Woo, it's day 2, and I'm so proud of myself. It's literally like, I think it's like 5 a.m. right now in the morning, and I did promise that I'm gonna be a little bit more consistent right now. So yeah, I'm trying to put the work. It's really like 5 a.m. and I literally have a long day. Yeah, we don't look that pretty in the morning, but we make it work. We make it work. We make it work. I hope you all beautiful people are out there. Okay, I'm a bit naked, but that's not the story. I'm gonna go get make some coffee, take a shower, get myself done, get myself on point so that I can have time to vlog before I start my day, because my day is gonna be hectic today. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it all. Today is the 5th of December. Yay! I'm so proud. I'm so proud that I actually woke up, and I'm already like so early, and I hope it continues. I did say my last video that, you know what, I want to be consistent. I want to be a little bit more consistent. So it starts with the little things that I'll be doing. I understand that for sure. It always starts with the little things that I'll be doing. For 2023, 2023 is a year of consistency. It's a year of hard work. It's a year of manifestation. It's a year of new beginnings, So I want to start my new beginning with a very good start and a very good beginning. So I'll catch you guys a little bit later. I need to make my coffee. I don't know if I'll take you through that, but I think I'm going to have some coffee, take a bath, and I'll catch you guys a little bit. Mwah. Welcome back. I'm so excited right now because it's now day 2. I know I say that I really want to be consistent. I really want to be working on my craft. I really want to be doing the work. I want to be showing up. And I think I also look good. Welcome, guys. If you don't know this channel, this is the MC Diaries. Why I say diaries? Because literally I'm just putting my life out there. I'm telling stories of my journeys in life. I'm traveling, I'm blogging, I'm doing the work, I'm doing me, I'm putting positive energy, I'm inspiring. So I guess all that is inside my diary. So if you're really excited to join this family, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and welcome to the team. Okay, so yeah, like I've been saying, there's a lot that has been going on, and I really apologize once more that I haven't been really on my A game, but fingers crossed we'll make sure that we continue being the best versions of ourselves and waking up and doing the work. I mean, that's the most important thing right now, where you put your needs and your priorities straight. You do the work, you show up. I mean, that's the most important thing that you need to do in this life. Show up for yourself. So I want to inspire people out there who are going through a lot of challenges in life. I know sometimes it seems like situations will never finish, situations will never end. You are in this turmoil where you are losing a lot of things to a point that you're scared that you might lose yourself. Don't give up. We all come from those situations in life where everything is just spiraling out of control and you feel like there is no going back or things will not change. Believe you me, the more you are inside that storm, just know that things are about to be better. Things are gonna get good. You just have to be patient. You just have to do the work. You just have to be strong. You just have to be honest. Pray, meditate, give yourself that time, that space, that energy. And yeah, it gets easy as it comes. But anyway, I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be talking to you guys. I know a lot of traffic is making noise, but I just wanted to talk on, I think I wanted to have a story time and talk about my past relationship, friendship, I don't know. I'll make this a story time, but of what had been holding me back lately. So apparently I met this girl. Okay, I think I should just make this a story time. Apparently I met this girl, and that was like a month ago. And yeah, we started, getting to know each other bit by bit. And you know how it is when you meet a new friend, it's all exciting, and they're nice, they're beautiful, and yet you don't even know what baggage they're carrying, until you get to the bottom of it all and you realize, oh my god, you're going through this. But it's okay. It's okay. I was willing to be that friend who was willing to help her out. I was willing to be that friend who was a shoulder for her to cry. So okay, that was a month ago when I met her, and we started becoming friends. So the first weeks, I think she invited me to her place. We bought a bottle, we started drinking, having our girl talks, getting to know each other, what has been going on in her life, and oh yeah, I'm having some coffee. I'm having some coffee. Right now it's literally like, what time is it? It's 7 a.m. So yeah, so don't mind the traffic and the noise. Everyone is going to school, and everyone is living their lives. So then what happened is that we started to get to know each other, and I could tell that something was just not right with her. She was going through the most at that time, and me being, I'm always willing to help, I'm always willing to inspire, and be the best person in nobody can my life. It's time to help you, not that person. I mean, what you always need. So if you're loving, and you're to help, you're to give. Not anything. I feel like you need people who you also need. Every time you're so down, and that's when you try to get the energy. See, there's people. Please watch back. If that makes sense. But anyway, so I was listening to her story, and apparently she was staying with this boyfriend, and apparently she was the one taking care of this guy, waking up. She had a 9-to-5 job at some medical practice. So she's not a doctor, but somewhere in that field, something with medical, blah blah blah. So as a disclaimer, if it so happens that I blow up one day, I become famous, and you get to see this video, I'm just saying a story. I'm not gonna mention names. Okay, we'll just call you Corny. We'll just call you Corny. Okay. So Corny had amazing job, but yes, her life was really not amazing after all, because she was going through a lot of baggage, and I think she just needed somebody to talk to and be around people who are willing to listen to her and help her out of whatever she was going through. So she had this job, but she was an alcoholic. Like, she would drink, she would have to sip in the morning, sip before she sleeps. You could tell that she's actually going through some form of depression. I couldn't pick it up on the first time I met her, but I started to actually follow her, and there were certain things that I was absolutely not agreeing, and I could see a lot of red flags. Then I would ask her, "Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Is everything okay?" That's when she opened up that I'm stressed, I'm going through a lot. I've got family issues, and I've got this boy, this man I'm actually taking care of. So apparently this boyfriend of hers, they've been together apparently for 9 months, I think. And apparently this guy was staying with her in her apartment, and she was literally taking care of this bum. So all her salary, all her money, everything, she couldn't even save money because of love. She thought she was supposed to be taking care of this guy. For some reason this guy felt entitled that this girl loves me, so she, you know how boys are, like when they find that comfort zone, they sit there and they want you to be their mommy. They don't want to put effort, they don't want to put anything, they don't want to do anything. I told a girl, this is toxic. In a normal circumstances, no girl, no woman takes care of a man. You can't clothe a man, you can't feed a man, you can't put a roof over a man's head, and at the same time do everything, like, and he's just sitting there. Where is his conscience to say, I'm a provider, let me try and do something at least once in a while? I told her, you know what, the reason why you're getting so drained, the reason why you so exhausted and tired, and you're taking your energy, what you need to be putting for yourself, you're putting that on somebody else. And here this bum doesn't give a fuck about you. Sorry my language. Apparently this guy was just, you could just tell all the red flags that this is the fuck boy types, you know, the guys who literally would go smash outside and just come home, act like things are normal, and yet he knows what he's been. Sometimes he wouldn't even sleep at home. He would tell you, I'm traveling. Apparently he was a photographer of some, I don't know, he was into media or whatever, he was a photographer. And in the evening here, homeboy posting pictures of naked women, you know, like in the bathtub in a hotel or something. He was like, this is part of my job. So he was posting it on his status, you know, WhatsApp statuses, posting this naked woman in the bathtub, in the hotel rooms. You know how OnlyFans pictures, videos, how girls do it, you know, when you want to be sexy, nudity, half everything, like, you know, it was so explicit, and he had it on his status. Homegirl Connie shows me and like, look at what this guy is doing, and yet he says he's a photographer, he's at work, and yet he works every day, he wakes up early in the morning, comes back home, but he never puts money on the table, he never buys groceries, he never at least try and contribute in something. Every time when she tries to ask for money, at least some help, form of help, it was always excuses with this guy. But other responsibilities that he has to take care of, you know, the excuses guys tell you. And I told her, you know what, girl, you are being used. A guy who loves you, I believe when a man loves you, you know, they are willing to provide, they are willing to take care of your needs, whatever you need, like they always want to make sure that you're okay. On the other hand, homeboy didn't give a fuck whether there is food or no food in the house. All he gave a fuck about was him coming in the night from apparently his job, leaving in the morning. So it was just a routine for him, come in, come out, come in, come out, come in, come out. But where the money was going, no one knows. What he was doing with his money, no one knows. I'm like, girl, you gotta wake up. You have to wake up. You know, a person might tell you, hey, they've got responsibilities. Don't you have responsibilities? Right now, all your salary, you're taking it and using it. You're actually spending all your money on this guy. You are clothing him, you are cleaning him, you are paying rent for him, you are feeding him. Every day from January to December, he has never even put effort to say, okay baby, let me get the weight off your back and at least contributing something. Never. But he's always on workshops, he's always doing. And the second thing, the posting of other women on his status. I even asked her, like, have you ever been posted you yourself on his status? Have you ever been made a profile? Because apparently he puts other women on his profile and on his statuses, you know. And she was like, no. I'm like, then why are you with this guy? Why are you with this guy? Every time you're trying to voice yourself, your opinions, you're trying to voice out for a little help, it's either it turns into a fight, or he gets so defensive, or he always has these excuses of, no, I don't have money, my money. I'm like, girl, nah. It's time you really figure this whole thing out, love yourself, and wake up to reality. This boy is just using you play. I was also now buying groceries, because you stay in that house and there's no food. So I would wonder, what is this girl eating? Because when she buys groceries, that boy had a big mouth to eat. Like, he had a big mouth to eat, but he never had the mind to want to provide, His hands were just too small to provide. Like, he had a big mouth to eat, but he was never willing to provide or buy the foods that he's actually finishing. So it came to a point at home, girl, I had to now say, you know what, girl, this is not the life. This man has to put up, you have to step up right now, and you have to tell him the truth. Like, if he's not willing to provide or meet you halfway, he needs to go. Because right now, you are mentally drained, you're emotionally drained, you're even falling into depression, you are spiraling out of control because you're drinking so much alcohol, and this is not healthy, to a point that she'll drink alcohol in the morning and drink alcohol in the evening, and in between that, she never eats. She only comes from work, drinks whatever, couple of glasses, she goes to bed, wake up in the morning, hit another glass before she goes to work. That was her day, that was her lifestyle. I'm like, girl, this is definitely not the life to live. So I had to be honest with her. So I was now trying to help her here and there. I was telling her that if a guy loves you, he needs to put some effort. If he's not willing to put effort or willing to show you the love or meet you halfway, what does he want? Is it because of the good dick that makes you so blinded that you can't even see that this person is taking advantage of you? Sometimes we as women, we overlook certain things because we are needy, we are desperate, we need affection, we need attention. As long as a guy can give you that good dick or that good, whatever, you forget about the other things that you need. It's not good dick. That dick doesn't pay your bills, honestly. If a man thinks that he can just sleep with you, but he's not willing to provide for you, he's not willing to do, I'm not saying be a gold digger, but at least let him meet you halfway. Since he wants to stay in your apartment, he wants to wash in your water, he wants to eat your food, at least let him meet you halfway somewhere, Pay the electricity, put some gas so you guys can cook, I never saw it normal that someone wants to stay in your space but not willing to contribute. It just did not make sense. He had invited his brother to come and stay for a couple of days, and yet Connie didn't even know about it. So now she was taking care of two grown-ass men in his house, the boyfriend and the boyfriend's younger brother. The next day they come home in the morning around 10 a.m. to 11. They freshen up, they go back to the studio. So apparently now Connie needed money because she had borrowed this guy money apparently some few weeks ago. I'm like, girl, you don't give a man money who doesn't even want to provide for you or try and help you some way, Let a guy meet you somewhere. A guy, you can't be feeding a guy, you can't be clothing a guy, you can't be taking care of a guy, and on top of that, you're giving the guy money. Girl, that's a red flag, So I was trying to open it up for her to say, you know what, the path that you're taking and where you're going is completely wrong. So it so happens that he had borrowed some money from her, and now she was stranded. So now homegirl is fighting with the boyfriend to say, I need my money back. Because I was telling her, you need to get your money back. You can't be borrowing money from people and you know that you've been giving this wood rat money. You need to ask it back. Like, if you give a guy money, ask it back. Like, it's your money. Now you stranded, but you're feeding his ass, you're doing all the things in the house, and now you borrowing him money with some excuses it comes from. He borrows money, he goes get drunk with his friends, he comes back home drunk as hell, you don't know what he's doing, you don't know who is he with. That's just, girl, you need to love yourself, So I was trying to put some insight in her, and she actually realized that I'm being honest, and it's actually kind of true, in a way. So she started asking for her money back, and apparently the guy started being dodgy. So it so happened that that particular day, we went to the studio. We wanted to see what really happens at the studio, So you could tell this is a gang of fuck boys. You know, those boys who always look like they're up to no good. So yeah, we got there, we sat there, the friends saw us. They were kind of shocked, but they couldn't tell homeboy that your girlfriend is here. And yet homeboy was with the brother. He comes after I think an hour or so to come and give us the money, because we had already told him we're by the studio. But he never thought we'd still be waiting for him for like an hour, because we waited. We literally like waited. Homeboy comes, give us the money. As we were walking out, homeboy's younger brother is busy smooshing some girl, you know, outside the studio. And the same young brother really had like strong eyes on me. Like, he was coming on me strong. Like, this nigga was like so strong. Like, you know, he was just doing the most, trying to win me, trying to get my attention, you know, trying to show me, you know, he wants to be the man. I'm just thinking in my head, boys, sit the fuck down. Your brother already is just doing the most. He's not providing. What more about you? Yes, he was everything a girl would die for. He was tall. He was, you know, delicious looking. But I was like, the devil is not ugly. The devil is not ugly. I was also gonna be another stupid one spending my money on this blue dress. So I was like, nah, we're not doing that. Your brother already is just messing up and fucking up, and you here, we're not doing that. So it so happened that I kind of rejected him, but I was giving him a long rope to tie himself, to say, you know what, let me give you time. Because of course I like what I see, but I'm not gonna just jump into bed with you because you're hot and you're sexy. There's certain things I also look for in a guy, you know. I'm more of a long-term person. I don't want this 2 minutes in, 2 minutes out. I don't do that. So I kind of pushed him away a little bit so he can prove himself how much he really wants me. Only to find him with another woman outside the studio. So I was like to my friend, so this is what your boyfriend and his brother do. They don't come at night, they come drunk, yet they'll be entertaining other girls. So that day we actually called it deuces. I told a girl, if you don't leave now, you will never leave. Tell this guy to pack his shit and go, because we are tired of this nonsense. You don't look well. You can't even take care of yourself. You can't even feed yourself. You're falling into depression. Yo, she was a mess. I'll tell you, homegirl was a mess, to a point that sometimes she doesn't even feel like bathing. If it's during the weekend, she would rather sleep the whole day. And you could tell that these are the symptoms of depression. I remember there was a time when she was sick, one of those days, and she told the boyfriend that I'm not feeling well. The boyfriend was like, nah, I don't have the energy for this. I can't do this. And he left. I'm like, your boyfriend can't even stand up for you. Your boyfriend, nah. You know, sometimes if you're in a situation where you know that it's a wrong situation, these people are not willing to put in the same energy that you put out. Why be with those people? Like, it's so toxic. Like, you love somebody so much, but because of you loving them so much, you're so blinded by the red flags, you know, the negative energy, the bad things that they throw back to you, you know. So me being in Pony's life, I felt like it's for a reason why I had to meet her. I had to be in her life, because I feel like somehow I had to open and shed some light in her life, you know. She was just in this dark hole, depressed, giving up on life, you know. She was just thinking, no, everyone is just, I don't know what she was going through, but I know it's more than what I'm just explaining. But I could tell that this girl was in a deep hole and she just needed somebody to take her out and help her. But in doing that, I felt like I also did the best I could, you know. I also tried and put her back in line. I know right now we're not talking anymore. I realized that, you know what, it's too much for me. It's too much for me, because it's like her drinking became worse. It started to have this toxic energy around me, you know. Like, I felt like the more I'm trying to help this girl, it was the more I was actually sinking, because it was draining me. Like, you can't be helping somebody or trying to better somebody else's life, and in a way it feels like it's draining you, you know. or your help is not being appreciated, or somehow she's just using you to be around her, and when she thinks she feels better, she can just, you know how it is when you try and help people and you can feel that it's not being appreciated. It's kind of draining and tiring. No matter how much you try and motivate this person to say, you know what, be motivated, do the things that, stop drinking, stop these bad habits that are actually destroying you. Because it came to a point that her job is on the line, apparently. So her contract will be finished this year in December. By the time it says 31 December 2022, her contract is done. And apparently they were threatening that they're not willing to renew her contract at her workplace. And I'm like, she had a record one time in life at work that she drinks a lot. When now people have eyes on you to say, we don't think you're capable of working at this job. So I had to try and tell her to say, you know what, these bad habits are not only affecting your relationships, they're also affecting your job. At the end of the day, you lose your relationships, you lose every good thing, because you are not willing to put the effort to fight these bad habits. Stop making excuses. It's like a drug addict. You always want to make excuses to say, these things make me feel good. It does not make you feel good, because when you wake up one day and look around you, you've lost all the good relationships, you've lost your job. It's a good job. I will not lie to you, it's a good job that she has. She's a very smart young woman, but I felt like, you know what, there's certain things that she prioritized that are not of good, they're not good for her. So wherever she is right now, I'm just praying that may God just help her, may she finally find her way. But with me and the relationship coming wise, I couldn't be part of it anymore, because I felt like, you know what, it's now dragging me to become like that. I remember there was a question that I once read about, let me look for it. How do you know that you need to let go of friends or certain relationships? I think at that point in my life, I had to actually ask myself, like, I had to rethink this question. Like, how do I know that I need to let go? It came to a point that I realized that this is a point in my life where I need to let go, because I felt like it was becoming toxic. Me and her were constantly now fighting, because you can't talk to somebody and you're sober and they're constantly so drunk every time, constantly making excuses, constantly, you know how it is when broken people just want to break you as well. I don't know, it was just something about that aura was just not vibing with me anymore. So I also started to drink a lot. Would drink together in a way that I was trying to put myself in her space, and see what is she going through, so she can trust me, in order to find myself to try and take her out or something like that. I don't know. I would give her food therapy. I would talk to her, where she didn't have money or whatever. I would actually help out as a friend. Not that I was expecting anything out of it, but I felt like I was now starting to forget myself, because I was always waking up thinking about her, thinking of ways to help her. But at the end of the day, the more help I'm giving to her, it felt like I'm enabling her to become worse, So I started to get tired. So I finally realized that, I need to be with people who are like me, like-minded people who are motivated. No matter how much you go through something, don't use excuses to say, I'm gonna be in drugs, or I'm gonna drink, or I'm gonna just fall into depression, because it's the only way out, That's how most people also commit suicide. They just give up, And I told her that, I'm going through a lot of things. The fact that I'm not talking about what I'm going through doesn't mean that I've got a happy life. Just because I can wake up every morning and smile and act like everything is okay, don't mean that everything is okay. We are all going through certain traumas. We are all going through certain healing. We are all going through certain things, and we're trying to find some form of healing, some form of peace, But if we can still do that while helping other people, I think that's the greatest thing in life. I felt like I just voluntarily wanted to help her because I saw her in a down spiral, wrong path in life altogether, and I was trying to pull her back. But in the midst of doing all that, I felt like it was also taking control of me, you know. So I had to take a step back. I had to realize this is the end of the road. This is where I can go far. I can only give you the steps to be able to change your life, but at the end of the day, it's your own choices and your own decisions what you do tomorrow, you know. I can only give you the direction to say, go this way, do this, change this. But at the end of the day, it's always going to be your choice, you know. I can't wake you up, clean you, bath you, feed you. I know she was in a dark space. She was mentally tired, spiritually tired. She was just hopeless, you know. I know she needed somebody to push her. But it came to a point that I also got tired because I needed someone to push me, you know. And I felt like it started to affect my lifestyle, started to affect my life. And I realized that, you know what, maybe it's time to stop. It's time to stop giving because I'm now pouring so much, and I feel like I'm getting empty quicker, you know. So I wish her all the best, but unfortunately this relationship didn't work out, or whatever it was. I felt like, nah, it's not gonna work out for me. I can't be somebody's mother. I can't be fighting with you every time. I can't be putting so much effort and feel at the same time like this person is just taking advantage of me. Because it came to a point that I felt like she was not starting to take advantage, you know, because she knew I'll always come around. She knew I'll always be patient and let her go through the bullshit and whatever. So it came to a point where she felt like, let me just take advantage of this bitch. But anyway, it's okay. It's okay. I know the universe and God is gonna bless me, because I everything that I did for her was out of a genuine heart. So I don't care what story she'll go telling people, or what she's gonna be saying to people. People who actually know us around knew what she was doing, knew what she was going on, and also saw what I've been doing and to try and change the situation in her life, you know. It's only as much a person can do, but it comes to a point that people also get tired. We are human, we get tired, you know. We can't keep giving, because we need to also give to ourselves. So it came to a point that it was like a no. So wherever she is, I just wish her all the best, and life moves on. I've also had my fair share of breakups, you know, losing people in my life because of my character, losing people because of my bad habits, losing people because of certain things that have been going on in my life, you know. We all lose something in life. There are always seasons where you lose, there are always seasons where you win, you know. Maybe this season is not her winning season, but then I always pray to God for her to say, you know what, may He just show mercy, you know, give her the strength to be positive, you know, because as much as we all go through certain things in life, we also have the up. Things change, you know. It's not like we stay in those positions forever. Things change. If you want things to change, things will always change. I always strongly say that what you put out is what you get back. So if you're gonna put a positive energy to say, no matter what I'm going through right now, it's gonna change, it will change. But if you're gonna put yourself in a position to say, you know what, I'm useless, I'm this, people don't like me, people don't want me, you know, all the negativity, you attract it. She was now like that, to a point that she never wanted to wake up and clean herself. She just want to wake up looking all dusty and messy, and then tomorrow she starts complaining, hey, people say this about me, people don't like me, people say I'm dirty, people say, I'm like, girl, that's how you present yourself, you know. You can't present yourself in a messy way and expect people not to talk. People will always talk. People will always talk. But how are you representing yourself? Right now, I'm looking good, you know. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I make sure that my energy is good. I can't look messy and come on YouTube and looking all messy, and then when people tomorrow don't monetize me, don't notice me, don't recognize me, or you know, the goal I'm trying to achieve, I'm failing to achieve it because of my appearance or how I'm, you know, it's no one's fault, it's my fault. You know, I don't know, I don't know. People will not respect you if you don't put effort on yourself. Love yourself enough. The energy that you create within, it's what attracts what's outside. So if you have a negative, dark energy inside, that's what you're gonna attract. You can't make yourself look like you can't make yourself look like your problems. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes I have to look good, even in the midst of my problem, because I know that as much as what I'm going through right now, it's not forever. Tomorrow, my story could change, you know? Tomorrow, what my enemies are teasing me or laughing at me about today, tomorrow God will shut them up. Let people talk. When they are tired, they'll shut the fuck up. So, I hope you liked this story time. I know it was quite long, but I just had to share it. I hope it made sense. And yeah, I hope you guys find some form of inspiration behind it, you know, some form of strength behind it. And yeah, help as much people as you can. But you know, there's certain places there's certain times where you help, where help is needed and where help is not needed. Because sometimes you just have to be selfish, you know, be selfless. But when you see that things are now falling out of control, there's time where you need to give to yourself. Don't stop giving to yourself as well. As much as you want to give to the world, give to people who need you. It's allowed to do it, but at the end of the day, always know when to stop. When to stop and also give to yourself. So, thank you very much. If you've watched this video till this end, I really appreciate it. I love you so much. Stay beautiful, stay humble, stay great, shine like a diamond, stay beautiful, stay amazing, you know, continue being that star that is shining, continue being that person that is changing lives and showing and giving love out there, continue being the best version of yourself every day. So if you liked this, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys on my next video. I don't know what I'll be posting on my next video, but I'm looking forward to seeing you again. I appreciate you watching this video till this end. That was so beautiful. If you still are watching, so don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, so that you can see my next video when I do come on. So with me and the team, we out. Mwah.